Ooh. Okay, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this project, but, I didn't even realize I was going to have to be excited about this project. Okay, 2022 is starting now. Okay, this is the second album I've listened to this year. Like, January has been a dull year for me. Like, I was looking back on Rate Your Music and all the albums that came out last year in January, and I was like, okay, not bad. Like, at this point, I'd listened to 6. So I was like, what the fuck's going on? I have a few albums now that are in my catalog. I think there's 1, 2, 3, and then Paranormal comes out tomorrow, so that's 4 other than this one. But yeah, I knew that this album was coming out. I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay. All I knew was Lil Yachty. Okay. He released Poland last year, and I really fucked with Poland. I thought Poland was great. Okay. But yeah, I go into work, and one of the dudes there was like, yo, have you listened to Lil Yachty's new album? I'm like, no. What's the deal? And he was like, it's really good. Like, he is completely doing this whole like psychedelic rock thing. And I was like, shit. Like, okay, I'm down for that. Like, I'm down for some psychedelic rock. So that's cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Lil Yachty. I've listened to that one album, where is it? Lil Boat. And I do like Lil Boat. I think that was quite a good project. He knows, and there's some pop tracks here and there littered throughout his career that I have certainly picked up on. There was one album I listened to by him that I did not like at all. What was that? Teenage Emotions. I haven't listened to anything else. Teenage Emotions, I was like, nah, not for me, really. But I want to know what the deal is here. What is he trying to do? This whole new sound? I'm down for that. Cool. I have a story, actually, like a weird story that someone that I used to work with told me they almost slept with Lil Yachty. Interesting story. I guess she told me that she had him on like his like private Snapchat or something like that. I remember she showed me a picture. She didn't give me like the name of the Snapchat or whatever. But and it was like him without his fucking red hair, and I was like, okay. I was like, damn, he looks fucking older when he takes the hair off. But I guess she went to like some concert, or not a concert, like a festival, and he ended up bringing her in the back, and then like something happened, and then they were like, her and her friend were like told to leave, or whatever, and I was like, all right, that's fucking cool. At that time too, she's like, you like Lil Yachty? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not like big on him, but he's a pretty big name. Like, but anyways, that's a funny story. That was a couple years ago. Okay, let's go into this. I wasn't expecting Lil Yachty to make something sound so much like Pink Floyd. If you said this 5 years ago, you'd be like, yo, Lil Yachty's gonna make an album like Pink Floyd. You'd be like, you're fucking lying.
I
Sounds like Great Gig in the Sky, bro, okay? What the fuck? The only thing I'm upset about though is thinking like, okay, I just listened to the first song off this, and that's probably the best Lil Yachty song I've ever heard. And it's weird to think, you know, you were in rap for so long, and I don't know if you can want to continue to be in rap, but for you to move into a genre like this, and you know, you're blowing expectations out of the park. Okay, when I heard too at work about, and I don't mean to be rude. Okay, but when I heard, I was like, is this like the fucking Kid Cudi type shit? Okay, like moving into this different genre and completely failing. But that's not the case at all. I'm very, very, very wrong. This song is fantastic. It's fantastic. It's greatly produced. Loving the type of emotional instrumentation that's in here. Okay, drums during like the body of this track, and then after that, the instrumental interlude too. When it's really taking that punch, there's a nice piano there as well. Yeah, what? I like to be surprised though, okay? I like to be surprised, so I have no problem with that. Black Seminole, I'm going to the lyrics. The Black Seminole, I'm reading this here as what it says on Genius, that these are African Americans with the Seminole people in Florida and Oklahoma. Okay, so Seminole people, free Africans and escaped slaves who allied with Seminole groups in Spanish Florida. Okay. African Rambo with more ammo. Okay, so they were known for freeing slaves around Florida and the South. Okay. So honestly, to like have this, so you're starting this off and you're really having this sort of like showing the power that this group of people have. And I think having that suaveness or that confidence with that backing, makes sense for me. What's wrong, Mr. Man? Your eyes are low and you're walking with both hands on your head. His response, he's on a clean high. But it's way in the sky. Okay. I'm wondering why he is saying this. Someone is in a rut for something, but they're in a high. Embracing equality throughout greed. No time to joke around, this kid is now a man, and the sadness is filled with remarkable sounds. So, I don't know, Black Seminole, but then like connecting this with someone as they are like maturing. You know what I mean? Like really becoming a part of society, and their actions are relevant to other people's lives, is what I'm seeing here. Love is not a lie, and the last line here, because I would say the majority of the song is that instrumentation. Like it's a lengthy track, but it's not lengthy in the sense of wanting to build through the story. Love is not a lie just feels like a Tarantino movie scene. So I don't know, ending it off like with Tarantino. It's good. He's going to continue to go into the psychedelic, because next up we have Tizo Touchdown on here, who I only know from that Tyler, the Creator song. Okay. Ooh, this is, I'm fucking impressed. Okay.
Don't be shy. When I'm alone, my thoughts are terrified. That's why I need you here, just by my side. I'm feeling deep, riding on heat, a shopping street with the lead. Be as a void, it just bring noise, 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 it just bring noise. Making eye contact is suicide.
Problems, right? It's called The Ride. Yeah, okay. First song, extremely impactful. Moving into something a little bit more like synthy, more cute, and it's just a very chill vibe to sit in, I think. And we're really getting some vocal chops from Yachty, and I think Tizo adds a nice pairing with that. Okay, yeah, I'm liking what I'm picking up here. This is really nice. Okay, so lyrically, don't ask no questions on the ride. Making eye contact to suicide, yeah. When I'm alone with my thoughts, I'm terrified. That's why I need you here just by my side. Genius Annotation is just sitting here making eye contact and then by his side. Heights and then being at the top, right? So if you're scared of this like lifestyle, basically, just pretend like it's not there. You know what I mean? Like trying to suggest that like this love or this interaction with you, it really is not about this lifestyle I'm living. Okay, and Tizo and Lil Yachty come in for this interesting verse of, you know, feeling empty, spending money to fill a void. Speaking of void, I may avoid all my boys. That doesn't work because I'm unemployed now. I'm annoyed. So, you know, in this state of not knowing how to, fill that emptiness. There's something missing in your life. You know, you were discussing it being this romance, but you know, you're also discussing it being other things as well. Like you're, not really getting what you want from your friend group anymore. And again, I wonder what the shopping spree really means too, in the sense where you've been rich for a long enough time where, buying all those nice fancy things is not giving you that same sort of high it would have when you really began. So, okay, I think there's some wonderful meaning in there. Okay, let's go to this next track here. Justine Sky's on this, okay? Produced by Magdalena Bay? Feels like a Steve Lacy vibe with this song. I can't let you leave, I told you far too much, now you gotta sleep with me. These are very catchy songs out the gate though, commercial for sure. It's nothing too crazy from what I was being heard, like psychedelic music. Okay, this one is a little bit different from the last one. I'd say it's more like a smoother, sort of R&B vibe with this one. These last two songs, though, compared to that first one, the first one's very extreme in the emotion there, but these are more chill, laid back. Even his presence on these songs are very relaxed, right? I mean, he was not selling rap beforehand, like, some hard songs, intense beats. That's not the intention here at all. I think it's cute. I think it's clean. Okay, this song, he's sort of discussing the final moments of a relationship, basically. Watch the Sun too. Right away, like I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the SpongeBob SquarePants episode where like he ate the pie that apparently had a bomb in it, and he's watching the sun. You know what I mean? Like that's the last moment before he would die. I don't know why that's what it's making me think of. Like that sort of has that connection. But yeah. Like, he is sort of saying, if I told you all my secrets, baby girl, would you look in my eyes and feel deceived? Well, I can't let you leave. Yeah, like, so feeling like if she knows the full version of you, or when that finally happens, it's just not going to work out anymore. So seeing that because of certain things maybe you've done in the past, you're feeling like, okay, this can't last forever. It's cool. song. This is like a fucking sex song, I'm not gonna lie.
The most important moments in life aren't when you're born and when you die.
This is a relatively shorter song. Wow, he's really working on that hook though. This song is fucking sexy. Okay, oh my gosh, like smooth R&B with that last song for sure. This one though, you're feeling that confidence again. Oh my lord, I love how laid back this all is. I love how all laid back this all is. Song is pretty self-explanatory what it's about, right? He's with this girl, he's fucking feeling good, and he is getting a confidence boost from being around her too. Like, he sees how she's feeling, he's like, yeah man, I am fucking sexy. Oh yeah. Like, he is feeling that shit. And Fushi comes in with a nice, like, she does the finish of this song. But she's like speaking from his perspective. I think she's a keeper, so I throw out the receipt. Yo, okay. Yo, good on you, bro. Good on you. Let's continue on.
I've seen failure a few times. More recently than before, actually. Getting me to become quote-unquote rich and famous. I say quote-unquote because, and I realize that, some people can't feel what they haven't seen. I kind of look at everything like, well, no matter what, I mean, it could be worse, Like, okay, say I lost a finger. Like, well, I'm certainly needed more than I did. These things are replaceable,
Interesting track listing to have a spoken word type thing. Like, I don't know if it's too early in on here. Maybe, I don't know. It's a kind of interesting perspective here. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. I think there's a nice interlude, nice backing on this with that guitar. It's kind of cool. It is a slower psychedelic vibe here. It doesn't suck you in like that, but he's suggesting wanting to showcase that life is not perfect for him. He doesn't go into all the details of what failure means, but he is suggesting that he has failed, and failure has only pushed him closer to success at the end of the day, is what he was trying to suggest. And and speaking on his being rich and famous, and sort of suggesting that it's not just like, oh, you're rich and famous. There comes a lot of complications with that, for sure. The way you have to move around in the world is different. What becomes problems for you is very different. Okay, yeah, it's cool.
I'm so far gone. It's only an idea. I fear costumes that you wear. I see clear in the atmosphere. We outcast, avoid height in the sunshine. We break ice in the moonlight. Escape light.
There's something about the production on this song where I feel like everything is much lighter, or not reaching out as much as I'd like to. It's clean, but It seems like even that drums on here could have been more intense, or that guitar even at the end. But okay. Alright, this is still quite good. It's still quite chill and relaxing. What is this? Okay, he's stuck in a zone. He's not at home. None of his peers are at home, or none of his peers are in this certain position. He feels like they're all chasing like this way to finally find a place where they feel right or feel okay. In the sunshine we break ice, in the moonlight escape life. I feel at home up until I'm alone. Right, so talking about this, again, he was already talking about not wanting to be alone. Right, so feeling like connected with his partner, or in some way that lets him escape from, you know, his mind, because his mind and the thoughts that he has that he doesn't like, I do feel are directly related to his position in society. And then you have like his girlfriend, basically, like, or someone singing to be that person, so discussing like her being home, basically. So okay, it's pretty a self-explanatory song. I think it's cute. Yeah, okay.
Be your guide. And the time you sit around worrying about it and trying to plan a painting, you could have completed a painting already.
It's much more just trying to be low-key ultimately throughout this. This song, lyrically, he's going into this experience where he's, you know, like taking acid with his partner, and it's really, you know, adding to that high as well. Really talking about this moment that just feels really intense, and is just showing something about you know, what they have, basically. Yeah, it's quite a cute track. He's making these cute songs for us. He really is. Sort of disco vibe here.
Out of 7 days I'm needing you. You bring life to the party. You were always mine, and still I feel so surprised. You're always gonna be mine. Really ever tricking, catch me slipping, my pussy was sleeping. All my missions, paying millions, I'm taking the opposite. Around 6-7 bitches with no tension, see I'm pimping. Big 4-5 my hip, like I'm limping, never simping.
like a smooth, relaxed vibe on here, but lyrically too, or like even just performance-wise, I think Lil Yachty with his verses is taking more control, especially with that last verse. Yeah, this is an impressive one. Still, obviously, lyrically, it's just, you know, he's being romantic. It's not making me feel any strong, deeper feelings as we cut through this project. I don't feel like I'm seeing more layers with each track that's kind of given to me. All right, I don't know what else we're gonna get here. Taking its time to exit out. I don't know, this one doesn't seem as interesting for me. Production makes the backing not really stand out. This is him just going through an episode based off of drugs, basically. So it's him just trying to woo this woman, right? Like really feeling such a way. He's being blinded by love in a way. You know what I mean? He's like, I ain't acting the same as I usually do. I'm lost in it. It really works for me.
You got me drinking, smoking, fire.
waves. Not the biggest fan of this one. It doesn't really strike me in a right. The hook is not as really as catchy as some of these other ones.
Sucker.
It's a very moody dance Caesar does.
Divine time, living between the lines. Only one goal to reach. At first I didn't believe it. Why shouldn't I? I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man.
Okay, this song is an interesting one. It's just a very moody, creepy tone of its track, and there's no other song like this, so I do feel like this one, regardless, it is standing out for sure. I don't know, like there's some spiritual like journey that they're trying to go. At least that's what I'm really feeling with Daniel Caesar here, and Lil Yachty brings up like. The goal ultimately is to reach the sunshine. I'm not sure what he's trying to say here. He's fighting with his demons. That's another thing they're talking about here. Trying to fight them as they're trying to make some sort of plan to sort of maybe sabotage him. I'm a bad man. So I guess, I don't know if he's sort of, again, it almost feels like a drug trip. Like not a good one where he's coming to terms with certain things he's done potentially, or you know what I mean, trying to find some peace. Okay, what do I think about this album though? We've got 14 tracks, one of them being like a spoken word thing. I do like this. Throughout the whole thing, relatively, I think it's very smooth vibes. Overall, I'm not very shocked though. Like in the sense of, you know. The vast majority of these songs, I'm sitting in them, I'm like, okay, it's very nice. It's very, it's very groovy. Instrumentation, often enough, though, is not taking me on its own journey, or not, you know what I mean? It's really trying to keep its pacing with whatever Yachty is doing, but I do think there's certain moments where Yachty vocally is shining out. He's being creative, for sure. Lyrically, I'd say... I wouldn't even say it's not lyrically that I'm having a problem with. It's much more just wanting more depth when it comes to what these songs are about. 14 tracks, a lot of these being about love, in a writing songs about love, tale as old as time. But I feel like I wanted to get deeper in what that meant for him. And I don't feel like it did that fully with all these tracks. Yeah, right now I'd give it a 7. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's good. I think it's good, but just not shocking. Not shocking for me. Yeah. Alright. This doesn't really sell as this like rock album. I would say it's much more dancey at points, right? Or even like a soul element as well. Like, it doesn't want, like I was already saying, it doesn't want the instrumentation to really take the shine or really be intense. It's a very laid-back project, and although I will say that first song on here, completely different feeling, easily the best song on here as well. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. I'm glad he's doing something new. But I don't know if this is like his forever sound. And if this is the sound that he wants to continue with, I do think he needs to explore with new themes, songwriting wise, and just make the instrumentation sort of be more impactful. Like, make it be more in your face, right? I think he has that capability. I don't think that's what he was entirely going for here, sure. But I think it would help make these songs stand out for sure. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few more listens and then I'll let you know how I feel. Ooh, okay. Here I am, okay. This new Lil Yachty project. I gave it 2 more listens, 3 listens of it. I may go back. I don't know if I'll go back right away, but it was a 7 when I first listened to it. And now, I'll boost it up. I'll boost it up to a 7.5. Mostly because, coming back to it, there were certain songs where, there was a certain catchy element or something standing out for me more, so I can appreciate that. At the end of the day, one thing I'll respect with this album is Lil Yachty is having a lot of fun, okay? He's very laid back on this, but in many moments he's still shining on a creative angle for sure. My qualms are still the same, like, would this be a higher score if we got more things lyrically for me to enjoy or to stand out, and as well if we got more instrumentation that wanted to be impactful on a more energy to this, like laid back psychedelic music, sure, that's fine, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if Lil Yachty wants to continue down this route, I think he can be more hard. I think he can provide more impact still. But at the end of the day, getting a project like this, I'm happy about it. To be honest with you, I still think that the Little Boat project with One Night, I still like that album more than this. So be shocked. This is not my favorite Lil Yachty project, okay? And I've heard 3 in full. I've only heard 3 in full. This is worth your time. There's a lot of songs to pick up on, and on a commercial level, like not just based off of my opinion, I think lots of people will enjoy this for what it is, who maybe wouldn't be listening to music like this, but also at the same time, Tame Impala, for instance, that's a very commercial group for psychedelia. I mean, I remember before Currents, this wasn't some Tumblr core shit, but it is Tumblr core now. Whatever, that's life. I still like the music, but I think it will sell on that scene as well. This is still very commercial music at the end of the day, even if it's not his trap music. So have you. Okay, if there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, you put a comment down below. Okay, thank you for watching. Peace.